can say is I'm grateful for all my friends. I'm grateful for all the experience that I've made and that I'm making, that I'm here. I'm grateful for the people that listen and devote their time to hear what I have to say. And I'm not better, not bigger, or anything less than you are. I am only a being that allows itself to get up and say, this is what I want to talk about, this is how I feel. This carries no exchange, but an energetic exchange coming from my side. This doesn't have a concept. This is not written in any book. This is what is in the present moment. This is what I do now. So what I want you to do is basically like a conversation meditation thing. Is where you don't have to do anything but be with you. Own your thoughts. Just be as I am right now, without any emotion that is triggered by an illusion. The illusion or delusion or confusion we call fear. False evidence appearing real. This is what fear is. Thinking of a concept that has not taken place, and you fear it would have happened. Why would you do that? Actually, what's the process? So now what we'll do is, from here on, to reprogram the matrix. I'm taking away all left hemispherical thought processes. I'm taking them, as I speak, out of the context of the collective. They no longer rule. The logistic and left hemisphere that is 3D and 4D based can't serve you in a fifth dimensional aspect. So what this says is that we are being aligned to a right hemisphere. That's where you naturally are. That is how you function. And the left is allowed to document and observe as it happens. There's a call out for people to move to certain spaces. I call them angelical safety zones. You have to find out for yourself where you want to be when the crossing commences. The call is out. Whatever comes up in your dreams, whatever happens to you, whatever you see is not a coincidence. It is a perfect trigger of an emotion that the universe wants to align you right now. It wishes you to be on your path, and that is for all of you. So 111 is a number of the path, meaning have faith in that what has not been revealed yet, but it's about to. No more will any belief system or any book tell you a story of something that is not here, that cannot take place here, that never will take place, or in past, that was in the past, that is not in the now. We are here now to witness the now. In the fifth dimension, thoughts are a psychological disease. Excuse me. I can explain to you why that is. Let's say you map out a plan from which you think that in your heart you feel that this is the plan. I'll tell you what is if there's no plan but the plan that you'll make. Why? Because you have free will. You're given free will to create, to co-create. If you can't bring any physical gains into this world, what do? do things that others can't perceive, what do? I'm Aquarian, so I wish it for me to be my mission to bring something tangible into this world that you can perceive, that you can see, that does not always require my explanation why that is, for all to see. Call it a universal power. That is what I'm here for. That is what I feel that I want to do. And in your heart, I know you want to not be stressed anymore, not have fear anymore, not having to worry about where will I be tomorrow, or how will I sustain myself, how will I make a living, what is my dream job. I call that from 3D to 5D. Like, you're still in your 3D job, or you're in your 5D job. 5D will help you, enable you to prosper and move on, and maybe work from home, or maybe work online and have fun what you're doing if you find your purpose. There's a transition. You have a choice to get up and say, I want to make that transition now. Well, I'm saying it's a suggestion. You don't have to, but you can make a choice. You can say, well, today I'm going this way. I will get up and do this. And let's see how the universe will provide me today. What miracles will unfold today as I'm making a different choice. Me, I'm basically waking up with a different routine every morning, just to alter the possibilities of things that can happen. You will never know, and it's a metaphor that I'm creating. Like, don't quote quotes, create your own quotes. Here's my thing. One quote that I created is, we are all multifaceted diamonds. We are born because we were molded in pressure throughout the years of incarnations. So the carbon-based vehicle under pressure becomes a crystalline vehicle. The facets of the diamond have different aspects. But one thing is one, that is the light that shines from within you. That is what makes you. That is what brings you into this world. That is what enables others to reflect and see who you are. So, I'm learning now, do not impose your will upon others of what you want for them. And if the will is not fulfilled, do not judge them if they do not fulfill your bidding, because that cannot take place. Nobody shall make you or break you or say anything to you that you have to do for them so they are in a happy mind state. Mission for the ones that project their mind state upon others is to find themselves and find love within. And at the end of the day, you will go nowhere. There will be no place to go. There will be no date. There will be no cab to catch, no plane to catch, no ticket to buy. There will be no money to spend. There will be nothing to acquire, nothing to accomplish, nothing to impress, nothing to progress, nothing to do but to be you within the core of yourself, in the now. And when your thoughts stop, meaning you thinking, and the mind is a powerful thing. Like, imagine me talking to you in this dimension means you're still in the coma. Once we are wakeful, we won't even have this conversation. Because energetically, why would we? Because we wouldn't be there. We will be fifth. The danger or the trick of the trickster right now is the trickster convinces you, and that happens to many others too. The trickster even emulates a dimensional aspects of your higher self and has them talking to you, trying to convince you to do things because they see it as it's fit. So they come in and they mix. It's your mind mixing. You know what that does? It does not enable you to process your elevation. No, it binds you to a three-dimensional date, a three-dimensional mission, a three-dimensional task that you have to fulfill. So your mind is stilled. And once that is accomplished, and that counts for all of you, you run to the next, and to the next, and to the next, and you're never fulfilled. Why is that? Because you do not go within, and you do not fulfill yourself within. The mission is to stop movement right now. I remember the movie Dune. What is the mighty race that knows what the spice is? Say. Those that haven't watched that movie, it's an interesting movie called Dune. They say travel without moving. If you can go there and bring tangible things into this world, or you can go to places such as Sedona or other places in Arizona, all over the world, Hawaii, whatever, there are spots that are not Earth no more, that are already linked interstellar, interdimensional. Like you can walk in, but you're not on Earth as you're in. Find those spots, experience yourself, see how that is to be in that. And then you realize, just be. And if you stop thinking what must be done, thinking what you feel that stills the feeling, when you stop that, it gets quiet in your heart. It gets quiet in your mind. And when you quiet your mind, you realize you're not quite your mind. And then you go to the right hemisphere of your brain, and you feel that sensation. Your neck is sore the next morning. It's because you're being aligned. You're being adjusted to a new frequency. And everybody here can only but do their job, nothing more. The old paradigms of what we think that should be will only hurt you because it's never going to be fulfilled the way you think it should be. You get out of thinking. You get into feel the moment, feel now. To clear my mind, I do this, I do my hikes. I sit on a rock for like 2, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes even 6 because I forget time, or time forgets me, like the pyramids. And I'm sitting there, and I get quiet and quiet. Now, I'm out there in the land, and I'm thankful for the mountains and nature for letting me partake in this wonderful experience, evolution, consciousness. And I get still. I hear the birds. I see the sun. I realize that I love the human race. I can't be in all places to help everybody, but I can do my best to say, we're beyond hope. We're doing it. Many people awake, and I hear the most wondrous stories, of course past, but it just gets to show, like, how can people come to me and say they remember me from 300,000 years, from a place that I remember from my dream state, people that I've never met in my life. We're beyond science that has an explanation why these things happen. It's a collective consciousness that begins to remember who we are. And as we remember who we are, we're stepping into our role. And then we're becoming ourselves. And then we begin to build our little empires from which worlds may thrive. And it's not only Earth heating up in temperature. All the other planets right now are heating up. That's the physical factor. That's not even talking about what we call paranormal, which I call actually normal. Like the sun light that hits Saturn. You know, the lux that goes to the spheres. It has increased 1,000% on Saturn. That's physical evidence. And there are tons and tons of other factors that show you the change is taking place whether you believe it or not. And the thing is, the change doesn't require your belief system to do anything. The change will show you what will your choice be tomorrow. Will you be the light worker that works in the light, that's out in the open, that is being authentic, that says what's felt now, no lie, no manipulation, just this is how I feel, or this is how you make me feel? Or will your choice be different? Service of self. This is what I want, this is what I think, this is what I believe, and I want this, and it doesn't happen the way then I get mad because I see truth being revealed, but I can't accept that truth. And I get mad. How many times do you want to get mad? How many times you want to loop the process of getting mad? Every time you get angry because of something that happens, first of all, realize you're causing static if your decision is not in flow with the universe. If your decision is something that is a service of self, you won't create abundance. You can create a short energy burst to thrive off what you think is real for you. But abundance will only come, and the movie The Secret has not broken that down, if you purposefully make a choice in joy where others can benefit from joy and be inspired to be in joy, and that is for all. That's when abundance will come to you. No other way. Everything else is futile. It will not bring you any solution. You won't be satisfied. So every time you're going a path and things don't work right, what is the universe telling you? Hello, you're not on your path. Every time you go into I call it a dead end, where you get sick and you feel like shit, and you have these thoughts in your mind, well, the universe tells you, erase that. Get off that. Others might say, oh, well, that's selfish, you disconnect from the world. No, you do not disconnect from the world. You still socialize. You still hang out with your friends. You still go out. But here's the deal. Can you sit with people that are at peace with you? Can you sit with people that resonate with you? Can you, as in the wanter, stop wanting or stop running into other people's space because you need attention and you want something right now? This is what I'm learning right now. It's very, very interesting how I'm learning and how we accelerate to learn. And this is without any degree or being a doctorate or whatever you want to hear, because this is another label that gives you the confirmation that this is the so-called expert because he worked 20 years in that field, so he's supposed to know. He's supposed to know nothing. Actually, only knowledge is life and integrity, meaning that don't use a moment for your advantage because you can too. You can do it. Integrity means stay in your form. Do not step outside of your heart. Be in your heart space. Feel your heart. And if you're in your heart space, it's evident. So as I felt always people wanting something and I'm trying to cater to them and make them happy and trying to make them feel good, you know what? That task is, for me, I can admit I failed. I couldn't make them happy. I couldn't cater to their needs. I tried my best to go in a direction where they could feel what I would do, that they would feel good, and then I realized I failed. So what does that tell me? Not blaming myself that I failed, not being in guilt that I couldn't do it, because the thing is, you have to do it for yourself. You have to heal yourself, you have to comfort yourself, you have to mission yourself, be your own stuff for yourself. Do what you do. Do not force what you want to do upon others because you want to do it. This is not how it works. And the universe will tell you that, as in reflect back to you that, hey, this doesn't work the way I want it, because it's egoic. It's the mind, and the mind can never be stilled. The mind can be fully active, leading you, projecting all the images to trick you, to trap you. So don't get trapped into your mind. Get out of this. Get into your heart. Speak from your heart, not from your mind, and feel where you are. Like another quote that I made up because I like playing is, you never know how the hummingbird approaches the fountain. You can't predict that. You can never ever bet on that. You cannot even frame that. The minute you put a... Here's how this works. The universe is trying to reveal abundance to you. The minute you form your spell, like this is a date, and on that date I'm going to do this and this, you disable the universe to deliver something that can come naturally to you at that date, because you're already freezing in an absolute way the future. And all you have in your head is that date and that day where you're going to do that. Well, I say wake up in the morning, do what you do, be your hobby, and let's see what happens. And be surprised of what will take place and how the universe accommodates you, because you're letting it free. Release reality. Do not try to create reality. Don't say, well, in case of Earth evacuations or aliens coming in or this and that and blah, 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 contingency plan for the next 2 years. There is no such thing. It's a fabrication of the mind. Only what takes place right now is what takes place. Can you perceive it? Cool. Can you relate? Good. Can you share? Good. And then I realized, you know what I want to be for myself? Or more like I am, definition of words. I am the event. And I'm being entered as I serve. I don't lead. Like for the internet, what does a server do? It serves the connection. And that's what I'm here for. I'm a server. And I speak my cloud. And I wish for you to connect, to respond, and be at peace, and be constructive, be helpful. Listen to yourself.